Hello everyone, this is Kian. Today I am at London Heathrow Terminal 5. I am flying British Airways to Tokyo Haneda. This is my second time of the year going to Japan. It kind of became a thing after COVID that I go to Japan at least twice a year. I guess apart from sightseeing, there's also a lot of shopping to do. This is not my first time flying British Airways on this route from London to Tokyo. I'm flying Club World, which is the business class of British Airways. I've always had a positive experience on this route, to be fair, because all of the cabin crews were quite good and the food was fine. However, I did see some press recently regarding the brunch service, kind of a cost cutting. That is, all of the flights before 11:30, even though it's long haul, is going to be served brunch instead of lunch. My flight is around 9 a.m, so it might be impacted. However, it is quite a long flight. So I guess I'll just wait and see. I just dropped off my bag at the Club World check-in area, which is located in Zone A and B. Let's go through security. We're on the way to the lounge now. There are multiple club lounges of British Airways in Terminal 5. The one in the main terminal, the section A, is usually really busy, so we are going straight to 5B. Our flight will be a long-haul aircraft, so it's going to be departing from BOC anyway. Heathrow is so busy at this time of the day, however, the security was just like a breeze. It was very empty compared to the other terminals. Christmas tree so early, it's not even the end of November yet.
This is gates B32 to B48. Please take all belongings with you.
The transit earlier was so busy, I didn't realize at this time of the day, around 7 a.m, it's super busy. I think this lounge in the Terminal 5B has done some renovation. It's quite different to the last time I was here. That was in May. It's quite nice now. All of the furnitures are quite new. And then they have a made-to-order station, which is quite surprising for a club lounge. So I think the experience here has been improved. I'm in the shower room of the lounge. As the flight's quite long, I prefer to take a shower before the flight so I can feel more comfortable. So this shower is the same as usual. It looks very much like a shower in a hospital or a shower in a school dormitory. I don't really know why it has that feel, because just everything, for example the flooring, and this vent is very industrial looking, and this very industrial looking control as well. All of the amenities here are provided by Elmis, which is in line with what British Airways has been using. Here's a hand soap and hand lotion. I just finished the shower. I'm not really impressed by the shower room at all. I really think British Airways needs to do a refurbishment or improve the facilities in this shower room. So for example, this drainage has issues. It's just a pile of water here now, so it's really bad. And secondly, in the amenities, it's just lacking of a conditioner. I think it's a bit nitpicking, but most of the airline lounges shower room do have a conditioner as well. So yeah, I feel a bit dirty after showering. I don't know, just not feeling very comfortable. But yeah, I just need to get dressed now and go to the gate very soon. I just left the lounge and I'm on the way to gate now. Today the gate is in B, so I'm quite lucky because the lounge is at gate B as well. However, on my right hand side right now, I think the cabin crews are just walking to the flight. Even though the departure time is shown as 8:05, it's already late. It's very British Airways, always fashionably late.
ありがとうございます。はい、すぐ右にお曲がりください。
I just got on board. I got the last row seat of the Lavatory cabin. The reason I chose this is because for the last row I can get a free aisle access and I don't have to step over other people's feet. Cheers, sauce. So here's the Amenity Kit. It's a new one. The old one used to be black. I quite like the white one. And it's the usual stuff, the eye mask, the socks, and then the contents are all on display here. The amenities by White Company, the spa collection. I really like the fragrance, to be fair. I bought some hand cream and hand wash at home as well. I'm in the lavatory. The space very tight. So I just placed my meal order. My first choice of the starter was unavailable, sadly. I guess that's the disadvantage of sitting at the back row of the Cloudworld cabin, and also without any status of British Airways or Oneworld partner. Oh well, I guess that's life. Before dinner, my drink is a glass of English sparkling wine. The first time I actually knew about English sparkling wine was from the first class of British Airways. British Airways has been serving Hattington Valley sparkling wine for a long time, but there was nothing in Club World until maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. I think it's really good that British Airways finally introduced something from the UK as a choice for sparkling wine. I know champagne is more prestigious in most people's mind, but I think for airline from the UK, it is great to promote what's being produced in their own country. And English sparkling wine is really not well known globally. It's a good idea to let everyone know there's a good sparkling wine from the UK. With my drink, there's also a pack of nuts. I mean, to be fair, I feel like for Club World, they really should serve the nuts in a ceramic container. For example, my recent experience with Saudi, the nuts was warm and it was in a ceramic container instead of coming out of the package straight away. My starter has arrived. I don't really know why it took them so long today. I just feel like the service procedure on BA is just not really refined. It's really slow. Especially, I just took Saudi's business class not long ago. So it's a direct comparison based on my memory as well. Yeah, just not really smooth. This is my second choice of the starter. Well, to be fair, not really my second choice because I don't want the other things, but this is the only thing I would have. The other one is soup. I wouldn't have soup anyway. And the first choice is salmon, which ran out. Let me try how it is. A variety of cutleries. Okay, it's called beetroot tartar, but I feel like I'm just eating beetroot anyway, just beetroot. And it's very sickly with the goat cheese. And yeah, I'm not really a big fan of goat cheese, but comparing goat cheese and the soup, I'd rather have goat cheese, so fine. Let me try the Spanish red wine. A bit sharp. I think I prefer something richer. My favorite red wine is always from Argentina. However, on today's menu, there's no red wine from Argentina, sadly. The other two choices are from New Zealand and Australia, which is my least favorite choice, so I chose Spanish. Here comes my main dish. I ordered the cod. The other choices are the pasta and tsukune. I had a tsukune about 2 years ago when I went to Japan for Christmas. And I think this cod is the exact same dish I had in Club Europe from Tenerife back to London this year in April. Let me try the flavor. I think it's the same because the sauce looks the same. Yeah, I think it is. I don't really know what kind of cuisine it is. It's not very like Indian or Middle Eastern because it's not very much like a curry. It's like a curry-like sauce, but it's not overly spiced and it's not making me bloated. So yeah, it's good. And then the other tsukune dish, Oscar's having, is good as well because it's like a Japanese dish. For the dessert, I chose the cheese and Oscar chose the sticky toffee pudding. As much as I wanted to choose the sticky toffee pudding, I just don't think I should eat so much sugar considering how much food I'm going to eat in Japan in the coming week. I just tried the Oscar's sticky toffee pudding. It's super sweet. I may as well just eat a pot of syrup. And the cheese is just savory. It's great with my red wine. Yeah, so my thoughts on this meal is that it's very British Airways. It's very mediocre. It's something people can cook at home. So for example, the beetroot just tastes like beetroot. They may as well just give me a whole beetroot. And for the cod with the mild curry sauce, yeah, it's very like homemade kind of meal. Oscar can make it much better than that as well. So, well, I'm never impressed by British Airways food. It's good. It's not something I don't like, so that's fine. Apart from the mediocre food, the entire meal service took a very long time as well. It took 3 hours from takeoff to the completion of this meal. So I'm not really sure what they're doing. Because on Saudi, the meal finished in 2 hours. Yeah, I guess I can't really have a really high expectation on British Airways. I just got something from the club kitchen. This yogurt is literally my favorite yogurt ever. I just can't describe how delicious this peach yogurt is. Every time I fly Club World, I always try to grab one. There's also a small fruit pot. I want to get more fruit and yogurt. However, in the fridge at the moment, they only have cherry yogurt. And I'm too shy to ask the cabin crew for a peach one. Oh, after a long flight, we are almost at Tokyo. So it's about 1.5 hours before arrival. We are having breakfast. So it starts with some fruit and berry, whatever, pot. And a very small croissant. Looks very pretty. Whoa.
Is it not nice?
Too sour. For the hot breakfast item, I got the blueberry pancakes and also got the omelette. I didn't want any omelette on the full English breakfast because I've had those savory breakfast before on BA and it's super salty. I don't want sodium overload. This time I'm trying something new I've never had. It's actually very beautifully presented. I quite like how fluffy it looks. Let me check whether it's actually fluffy. It's not very good because the bottom of the pancakes got very soggy. Oh well, this is the airline meal on BA, so I can't really have a high expectation. The flavor is good though. So it's about 40 minutes to landing, and I had quite a pleasant flight to be fair. I think the cabin crews on this flight are very good. They are as consistent as the previous Club World flight I took to Tokyo Haneda. However, British Airways is not always this consistent. I've taken a few flights on this leisure route, such as Las Vegas and Maldives, and the cabin crews were literally not putting any effort. They just don't care about you at all. This Tokyo flight and Hong Kong flight, when I took them, the cabin crews have always been very helpful and friendly. And to be fair, I don't really mind this old Club World seat. I know many people really hate it. The privacy is definitely an issue, and the storage is very minimal. The bed itself is okay. It's slightly short, I think, for the seats facing backwards, as seen when I lay down completely, my feet could touch the bulkhead basically. And another thing is on the Boeing 787 aircraft, in the middle seats, there's actually a small tiny bit of storage space compared to the other seats, for example, by the window or by the aisle. And there's also a secret compartment at the bottom as well. Food-wise, I think it is very mediocre. It's something people can cook at home. There's nothing to sing home about, but it's not horrible. So I think, to be fair, I don't really mind the food as long as they are tasty. I think the problem for a bad flight is if the food is bad, then the seats are not functional, and if the cabin crews are not really helpful. So those things adding together would make a bad flight, but I really have nothing to complain about this flight. On the other hand, there's also nothing to really sing home about. Hope you like this video of me sharing my personal experience on this flight in Club World on British Airways from London to Tokyo. If you like this video, please comment below, like my video, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Today it's Oscar's birthday and I prepared a beautiful birthday card.
Thank you.
Happy birthday!